96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 27 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I am an egg fan. What was that song by the Beatles? I am the Eggman. I am the egg fan. I am. I do. The other day we went to get a sandwich, and it was like 4 or 5 in the evening or afternoon, whatever you call it. And I said to the lady behind the counter, I said, "You don't happen to have any eggs, do you?" She said, "Oh yeah, we got eggs." I love eggs. All right. So and I'm pretty good at them too. So I'm not a good cook, but I'm pretty good with scrambled eggs. Mm-hmm. Pretty good with it. Charles Lanktree might know a thing or two about eggs. He is a nationally renowned egg expert. He is, I think he's the CEO of Eggland's Best, right?
Yes.
Not all eggs are created equal. Let's find out why and how. And good morning, Charles Lanktree. Good morning, Charles. How are you?
Good morning, Larry. How are you?
I'm okay. What'd you have for breakfast this morning?
Oh, EB's. Eggland's Best Eggs is always up for breakfast. Okay.
Well, Robin said you're in New Jersey. Are you in Jersey right now?
I'm in New Jersey right now. Yes.
How's the weather today?
I wish I was in Florida, but I'm in New Jersey.
Is it still cold there? No, it's not still cold, is it?
Well, it's going to get cold. Yeah.
Oh,
it's going to go down next few days.
Robin's son lives up there. What was the name of his city?
Clifton.
Robin's son lives in Clifton.
Yes.
Do you know where that is?
Know it well.
All right. So how long have you been in the egg business?
Well, we started Eggland's Best doing the first products in 1992. Eggland's Best came out, and so I was in there a couple years before that. So it's been a long time.
I'm not telling you this because you're on the phone. I promise you, I do buy Eggland's Best. Do you know why I buy them?
Because you're a very smart individual.
There's no bird poop on them. On the other ones, I'm not making this up. Sometimes, I don't know if it's a Florida thing, but you do see every once in a while, a little mess. And you say, wait a minute, that's not good.
Yeah.
Right. And they're produced right there in Florida, right around the corner. So
what do you do? Do you clean the eggs? And then how do they always come out really clean?
Well, first of all, they're on the farm and they're produced, and in most cases they never touch a human hand, and they get cleaned and washed and put in the carton as fast as humanly possible. So if an egg is laid this morning, hopefully it's out the door to Publix or Winn-Dixie or Walmart or Target or anywhere by the end of the day or
amazing.
Early tomorrow. We deliver, our trucks deliver directly to every, let's say Publix, to every Publix store, directly to the store, right from the farm.
Isn't that amazing?
And the farm, the farms are in throughout Florida. There's a number of farms throughout Florida, and we have special chickens. Only a special chicken can make the grade to have the Eggland's Best feed, and we try to provide the best for our customers.
So how do you find How do you find special chickens? Where are they sold?
No. They're pullets. You start them at birth, and you start feeding them, and then Eggland's Best has a special diet. So, in fact, we feed these chickens this special diet. It's a little
really?
a lot more expensive, and in fact, I'd say, Larry, between you and Robin, these hens eat better than you do. And I know they eat better than I do. And they can't cheat on their diet.
Wait a minute. If I am what I eat, though, then I'm eating exactly what they're eating.
Your eggs have a lot of different vitamins in it also.
Yeah, we have a tremendous amount of extra vitamin D, vitamin E, and we have, hopefully, many, many things that are good, and we add more to it. And some things like saturated fat, we have less saturated fat. And what happens is, as we go along and people use them and people eat them, we get all these awards. In fact, we've won over 100 awards, whether it be Men's Health or Women's Health or American Baby, over the years, for Eggland's Best. These are special awards that, people publish in magazines and say, hey, they've checked out all these products. And right now, Men's Health just published, here's the 25 foods that men should eat. And one of them was Eggland's Best, thankfully.
Why is it that eggs always seem to bounce back and forth? They're good for you or they're bad for you? I mean, I've always thought they were good for you.
Well, all eggs are good for you. Mm-hmm. All eggs are good for you, and they provide protein now and stuff. I wish I was eating them right now, but I'm speaking. And all eggs are good, but Eggland's Best is better because we have a better diet, a better formula. In fact, interesting note is we reject 600,000 eggs a day.
How? What could be wrong?
Well, we have different standards. So we have very, very difficult, stringent standards, and if they don't meet those standards, you don't want any little marks on your eggs. You don't want any little bumps on your eggs. You don't want a little discoloration on your eggs.
Do you know what they're doing tomorrow, Charles? In France, they're making the world's largest omelet. Maybe you could send the rejects over there.
Do you classify your eggs as organic? Because you go to a grocery store and you see organic and everything else.
Yes. Well, we make all varieties. As you go to the store and you look at our red, white, and blue carton, that's our classic egg, okay? Mm-hmm. And they come in all different sizes, medium through jumbos and whatnot. And then we also have Eggland's Best cage-free, and then we have Eggland's Best cage-free organic, and then we have Eggland's Best hard-cooked. We have Eggland's Best liquid, and the hard-cooked comes in different varieties, cage-free and organic. And it's the same feed formula, but with the organic, it's an organic feed. So even the basic, which is not basic, our classic red, white, and blue, it's no animal fat, it's no animal byproducts. It's Eggland's Best. It's a better feed, it's a better egg, it's a better taste, and it's better nutrition. And it's fresher.
I'm wanting an egg right now, so bad. So on the podcast that we're doing right now on the internet, we have a picture of one of the cartons or something, and it shows a white egg and a brown egg. What is the difference between the white and the brown, or is there no difference?
Oh, there's a big difference. A white egg comes from a white chicken, and a brown egg comes from a
brown chicken. But I mean, is there anything different inside?
Basically, the nutritional values are the same. The tastes are the same. It's the bird. And in fact, I wanted to take certain birds and whatnot, I could use a bird that produced a green egg. That and Dr. Zeus, and I could produce a blue egg. Consumers don't want them.
That's from a robin.
They want either white eggs or brown eggs. It used to be that cage-free and organic were more brown because the brown birds are a little less aggressive.
Oh, really?
But now there's also white eggs that are cage-free and whatnot. But it's basically heredity, and a brown egg comes from a brown chicken.
So that's a little racist, isn't it? Brown chickens are more aggressive. White chickens are more aggressive. You said, okay.
Yeah, the white chickens are historically more aggressive, and you have to train them. You have to train them to, where they go to lay their eggs and whatnot. And it's a very interesting process of producing eggs, and obviously you're producing eggs for America, and we're producing a lot of eggs every day to feed the country, and you want to try to do it as efficiently as possible, but also our standards are so stringent that we make sure, we have to make sure the consumer wants to come back and buy Eggland's Best, and our stringent standards make sure that they do, not only our value and our taste and our nutrition, but also our standards.
Well, you have to have the great chickens to do that. So do you have a extra place there for just the chickens to breed, and then you can raise them up from the egg?
That's called a coop.
Yeah,
that's a chicken coop.
Right. Well, what you do, you start them in what they call pullet farms. These are small farms, a day old. They go there and they eat and they eat and they're eventually, when they get to be a certain age, they go into the production farms, and as they get bigger, they may start producing eggs anywhere, real eggs that you could sell. Maybe in an area of 22 weeks, so you feed them for 22 weeks. It's not like, an egg is a bird is born, they start producing eggs. And an interesting note is, many people think, they just make so many eggs. They make in one day about 0.78, 3/4 of an egg a day is what they lay. So it's no, it isn't. It's not messy at all. It's as clean as it possibly can be. But many people think, would they lay 5, 10 eggs, 15 eggs a day? No, they lay less than an egg a day. So the American egg farmer has to be very, very efficient to make sure they're providing not only the best facilities, but do so at a practical price, because you're feeding the world with eggs.
How many people that work for Egglands, how many of the workers can juggle? I'm just curious. If I worked at an egg farm, I would learn how to juggle just to scare the boss. Don't be doing that.
Most times these eggs don't even touch a human hand.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I mean, and it goes through, and if there's anything wrong, now the science is such, if it goes through, it gets taken out and gets reprocessed and whatnot. So it's and especially with Eggland's Best standards, because the amount of eggs we reject, it doesn't touch a human hand. In most cases, if you have cage-free or you have organic, some of those have to be picked up. But in most cases, the birds are trained, and
Have you ever had an egg taco, by the way? Has anybody ever had this? The hard-boiled egg put into a taco instead of meat? It's delicious.
Oh.
Have you ever had the egg taco? No?
Never had that.
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Oh.
When you go to a taco place, you always say, "How you doing?" "Oh, I'm taco-rific." When they go to Eggland's Best, you say, "How you doing?" "Oh, I'm excellent."
Yeah, sure, yeah. and we're here, and it's getting close to Easter, and people doing eggs, and then some people take the Eggland's Best eggs, and I had somebody the other day say, I said, "Oh, you're going to color eggs?" No. What are you going to do?" "I'm just going to take my EBs, and I'm going to show them to my grandchildren. I'm going to say, oh, EB, that's the official egg of the Easter Bunny."
Easter Bunny. Oh, I love that.
Cool. That is cool.
It could stand for Eggland's Best. It could stand for Eat Better, or it could stand for the Easter Bunny, depending on the time of year. So.
I love that all the eggs are stamped with the EB on it. That's great.
Oh, we have to. In fact, we've had instances in some stores that people go in and open up the generic egg carton, take them out, depending on what price they are, and switch eggs and sneak out with the EBs.
Wow.
Don't give anybody ideas. That's not eggs are
no, please.
Eggs are so affordable. Why would they even do that? All right. I found a picture on Eggland's Best website. It's egglandsbest.com, correct?
Yes. And there's lots of good stuff on the website, and hopefully people will continue to enjoy Eggland's Best. And I know people in Florida love them because our sales are just phenomenal.
Well, that's me.
Florida.
That's because I live here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Charles, is there on the website? Are there like recipes or maybe tips on how to boil an egg?
Tremendous amount of recipes, tremendous amount of instructions. We've had cooking contests, a lot of that stuff, and you can also on the website say, "Hey, can you send me these recipes and whatnot?" There's a lot of materials on there where people could use and don't download.
I don't think we could have had a more fun interview than we just had. Charles Lanktree, thank you so much for being on the show with us. That was fun.
Well, thank you very much. It's my pleasure, Larry and Robin.
Happy Easter, happy Passover, and enjoy some eggs.
Definitely. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
This is James Snyder, inviting you to join me each Sunday morning at 9:30 for Sunday Joy on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, the